Hello and welcome back to the channel. This probably wasn't the best spot for making this video. They all actually ran over here. It was clear a moment ago when I was driving over this way. But they all just kind of made their way over here. I guess they're like, I wonder what mommy has for me. Anyway, I have some bad news. My baby Waddle Waddle, he finally passed away. We've had him almost 13 years. Even though I have those 3 ducks right there, 3 of those ducks, they look similar to Waddle Waddle. They're just not him. You know, we raised all of them from babies, but you know, we just kind of let them absorb into the population of the other animals. But Waddle Waddle, he was one of the very first animals that we got with Sylvester and a lot of the chickens that we named, you know, close to 13 years ago. So he was the only one left, and he finally passed away this afternoon. I'm gonna miss my baby. Waddle Waddle knew his mommy loved him. That's for sure. I love all of these babies too. But y'all know what it is. Y'all know how it is when you have that, you know, that special baby. And Waddle Waddle was definitely my special baby. I remember when he was a baby, he jumped up on my lap. Me and my mother used to sit out in the yard, and Stanley, one of the they're all taken off. Stanley, they saw my son running, that's why they all took off. Now these are here because they know they're about to get something, right? But everybody else just kind of went back down into the pond. But anyway, Stanley, I remember my mother was sitting in her chair and I was sitting in mine. Stanley, he jumped up on my mom's lap. She had 2 chickens that were taking a nap on her lap. They were just sitting there napping. One was named Nyla, and I forget the other hen's name. But Stanley was a big rooster at the time, and he jumped up on her lap and pecked her heads like, get off of here. I'm sitting here, you know. So he parked his little self on Mama's lap. And I thought that was so cute. And at the same time, Waddle Waddle, he jumped up on my lap. Like, this is my mommy right here, you know. I thought that was so sweet. It was really sweet. I think it's interesting too how those geese, that's not their food, but they don't care. They're like, we're getting some of this too. The goats are letting them get some. I love all of Yah's creatures. They're so beautiful. I love them. And I'm thankful to the Most High for giving me almost 13 years with Waddle Waddle. That particular breed of duck, they say that the average lifespan is between 9 and 10 years, but they don't know. Most High can give you however much time he wants to. You know, he can give you however much time he wants to. And he gave my baby a lot of years. I knew this day would come. I did. Me and my husband were driving around the land after we had Shabbat service. We weren't ready to go inside because it was pretty warm and nice out. So we decided to just take a drive around. And when we checked on the animals, we saw he wasn't dead at that time, but he was just laying there. I could see his little bump moving. And so they came and got him and put him in the nursery. And so me and Sophia just checked on him about 20 minutes ago and found that he was gone. Yeah. Even though some of those other ducks over there, the mallard ducks, look like him. You know, it's just not the same. Once you have a baby, whenever I would call his name, I would say, Waddle Waddle. He would turn his little head like that's my mommy calling me. He knew I was calling him. Yeah. He knew his mommy was calling him. He would always turn his little head to the side in the direction of my calling. Animals are so sweet. I love them so much. They're so precious. These African geese, they are something else. They are something else. This is about the time where they're supposed to have more eggs, lay more eggs. It's about that time. Hi, babies. Mommy love you all. You all are sharing. You know that's not yours. They don't care. They don't care. They're like, we're getting in on this too. And who's gonna stop us? Oh, look! Oh, no, baby, get your foot off of him. The goat's foot was on top of that goose. I can't let you hurt my other babies now. Her foot was on top of the goose's neck. He found his way free, but still, it's enough there for everybody. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I knew this day would come. They can't be here forever, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to be a sad moment, especially when you love them so much. I remember when Sylvester died, everybody just, it was just really, he was that, I'm going to call him that amazing goose. And that's when we only had one goose, Sylvester. That was his name. And now we got all of them. They keep having babies every year. Last year, a lot of raccoons got a hold of their eggs, so they didn't get a chance to hatch any. They hatched a lot, but they didn't get a chance to, the babies didn't actually hatch. They actually had a lot of eggs, but those raccoons, they were a booger around here last year. We caught so many of them and released them. We had to drive them away, of course, to release them because we weren't going to just drop them off across the street. We had to get them away from here. We're still catching other animals from time to time. We set these traps and caught a lot of possums, and we've had some, those pesky coyotes bringing their behinds around as well. You just have to be on guard all of the time because these birds of prey as well got a hold of a lot of our pigeons when we would let them be free. And so now the pigeons are locked up. They're starting to produce again. And so we're going to keep them locked up, but the Most High willing, of course, we're going to make them a different enclosure to where they could be a little more, look at that, just fighting. Y'all need to cut that out. A different enclosure to where they can have a little bit of freedom, be a little bit outside, but still unable to fly away. Having a covered enclosure with chicken wire or the mesh wiring, something like that to where they can't squeeze out, but still have access to the sun. So that's what we're thinking about this year. Got to protect the animals a whole lot better. The neat thing about the geese is many times they'll just be in the water at night. Nothing's coming out there for them. A lot of our white ducks were picked off too. That's the thing with white birds, like a lot of the white silkies as well. They're so bright that they are vulnerable. So you have to keep that in mind. So our white duck numbers are way down as well. Not too long ago we found one in the back field back there. Like he was probably running for his life from something, But again, it is what it is with farm life. It is what it is. You do what you have to do to protect your babies. Again, I'm thankful for the time that I did have with my Waddle Waddle. My baby is finally gone. Like I said, I knew this day would come. I knew it would come. If he didn't know anything else, he knew his mommy loved him. So long, little buddy.